Hello, Little Falls Superintendent Stephen Jones with an update for our good folks out in Flyer Nation, emanating from my office here at Little Falls Community High School. As you, I bet, are aware, the infection rates in Morrison County continue to inch upward, which again is a very concerning data point for us here in the district. As you are probably aware, we started hybrid learning this week at the middle school and high school. Hybrid learning, of course, basically reduces the number of kids in both our middle school and high school by about 50% each day, and provides more at-home time than most kids and parents would want for their middle school and high school kids. So far, it's gone really, really well. The question I get asked is, for how long is hybrid going to last at the middle school and high school? And in all honesty, I don't know. I just don't know, and so much of that is driven by the data pieces that we see either from the Minnesota Department of Health or the Morrison County Public Health as well. So can't answer that specifically at this point. The other question I get asked is, are we going to transition to additional, more restrictive plans for learning at Little Falls Community High School? And I got to tell you, I hope not. I understand the next transition on the docket would be to transition to hybrid learning at the elementary level and preschool level. And quite frankly, that is something that we really do not want to see for a number of reasons. We are doing everything we possibly can at this point to hold that off. How, you may ask, based upon the numbers in the county, can we legitimately still continue to not seriously explore hybrid learning at the elementary? And I'll tell you in one easy piece. I was on a webinar earlier this week with the Morrison County Public Health, and their statement to me and other superintendents from Morrison County at that time was this: we have done all the contact tracing and investigation of the cases that have come up in Morrison County over the last several weeks. And at this point, Morrison County Public Health states that they are confident in saying that none of those cases can be traced back to emanating or beginning or being targeted specifically at starting in a school in the county. That's really good news for our schools, because it shows that the work that we're doing in our schools to prevent the spread of COVID has been working, at least to this point. It's also good for us to say then that those cases that are impacting our school personnel, both adults and students, are in all likelihood coming from outside the school, whether it's family clusters, which seems to be happening a lot, some very isolated workplace clusters, or again, the impact of social gathering. One big concern for us at schools, and honestly, we've been fighting it since the first day of school on September 8th, is the impact this has on our staffing. Many of the parents listening to this video know that your kids have already been impacted by COVID, by being either a close contact or having symptoms similar to COVID, and in a sense being cautious and staying home. You have been impacted. Well, the same is happening for our staff. And quite frankly, it's a daily dance in our buildings trying to find enough adults. Qualified adults to fill the spaces that we need filled, whether it's teachers, paraprofessionals, or other support staff. We're really struggling on a daily basis to find that. And a lot of that has to do with the protocols of safety and health that we're placing on our adults and our families here in the district. So this is kind of an ask, a plea. If you're aware of anyone that might be interested in subbing, whether as a certified teacher or in a support role, please have them contact either me or our HR department here at Little Falls Community Schools. We really need adults to help us continue to offer our hybrid learning at the middle school and high school, and our in-person at preschool and elementary as we go forward. And lastly, again, the county rate continues to climb higher. And whatever we can do from a safety and health practice, whether it's wear those face coverings out in public, socially distance, to minimize social gatherings as much as possible, to follow all of those best practices. Right now, our county is hanging at being in a position where the rate is getting to the point where school districts are going to be further forced to do something. And ultimately, who pays the price for that? Our kids. Whether it's more restrictive in terms of classroom attendance or extracurricular participation, our kids will pay the price if we continue to see the rates exploding as they have when you base it from the start of school to where we're at right now. So please, whatever you can do, we at Little Falls Community Schools would be very grateful for that, and also for your continued support of what we're doing. I appreciate all the phone calls and emails I get, and all the good words and wishes that you're providing to our staff and to our families. So again, if I can do anything, you know how to get in touch with me. My office phone 632-2001. My email is sjones@lfalls.k12.mn.us. Be well.